And welcome back. In today's HOI4 video, we're going to be covering the best variations for planes, tanks, whatever you want to do. This is not going to be talking about Road to 56, which the reason I want to specify that is because Road to 56 has a couple things in there where you can actually upgrade artillery and guns and all that kind of stuff, which I absolutely love and love that idea, but we're keeping it to vanilla for today. So really quick before we get into this video, I want to thank all my Patreons. I'm used to still saying that, my one and only. Thank you so much to all my Patreons up there and the supporters of the channel. Without all of you guys, I would not be able to do these videos and no one would watch them, so there would be no point in me doing these videos. But I still really appreciate you guys, because as long as one person out there is watching this video, and all the other ones are worth making. So let's get to it. Alright, so for people who don't know how to actually go in the first place and edit variations and stuff, basically you need to use your Army, Air, or Navy XP. Now, Navy-wise, I already did a video about that a while ago. I can't remember if I covered it, but a quick run through. Pretty much capital ships, you want to upgrade armor or carrier space on decks. Then cruisers, you want to upgrade AA. Destroyers, you want to upgrade their engines and torpedoes. Submarines, you want to upgrade torpedoes. That's kind of a quick run through on that. But today we're talking about the main things to do with tanks, planes, all that kind of stuff. So pretty much we're going to be going over the, I would say, medium and heavy tanks first. So with medium and heavy tanks, just pretend this is a heavy and a medium tank. The way you're going to want to do this is first upgrade the armor as much as you can. The reason you want to do this is because the production of these is incredibly high, and also at the same time, the more armor you have, the harder it's going to be for the enemy to stop you from breaking through. They're going to have better tanks, better anti-tank guns, all that kind of stuff, so it's better to have that. Then the next thing to go up is reliability, because the more reliability you have, the less chances of the unit breaking down and having to be repaired. Then guns, then engines. Now, really quick, I wanted to say this also regarding this. Think about it like this too, okay? A lot of the stuff I'm about to go over is kind of common sense if you really think about it, like what the tank's main objectives are. But another thing too, I keep saying another thing too, I'm sorry. One really interesting thing about this, you don't have to just upgrade to max armor. It's just the ways you can do this are like this. You can, if you only have a couple hundred XP, you could upgrade one armor, one reliability, one gun, you know, and then maybe 3 armor, which I don't have enough for. Maybe I can pull that back, and 3 armor, 1 reliability. You don't have to do it in this pattern. It's just, in my opinion, this is the best way of upgrading the tanks and the planes to their optimal, you know, operational range, you know. So remember that you don't have to do this, and then once you have 5 leveled out, then you just go up here. You don't have to, just, you can split it up. You don't have to do that. Next is going to be just simple light tanks. Where is my light tank? There it is. Now with light tanks, because it's kind of an odd thing, I prefer engine, and then after the engine, I prefer the gun. Then after the gun, armor and reliability. Here, this goes for medium, light, and heavy, SPAA and SPAT, and all that stuff. Basically, you want to upgrade the gun first, which in this case, the artillery armament, because that is going to give you the most attack, the most, you know, breakthrough, which in this case doesn't actually give you breakthrough, but it gives you the most attack. So you're going to want to do that first, since that's the main goal. Same thing for anti-tank guns. After this, you want to go ahead, in my opinion, and do reliability. After reliability, go to armor, and then after armor, go to engine. Okay? Alright, so planes. The way planes are going to work is fighters, carrier fighters, and heavy fighters are all going to work the same way. So the first thing you're going to want to upgrade is engines. And I mean put all 5 on engines first. Here's why. And when you really get down to it and think about this agility is a huge bonus. Okay, it even says it's easily, you know, how high agility is, it affects how easy it is to hit another plane, how easy it can avoid being hit, and so on. And the thing too about this, it doesn't require more reliability. Now say for example we did range, their reliability drops. So in my opinion, the very first thing you should get with planes is the engine completely 100% maxed out as soon as possible for all fighter aircraft for every situation. At least get it up to 3, especially if you're using it for carriers. I recommend engine, After the engine's maxed out, then I would recommend going down reliability, kind of like 2 or 3 on there, or you can max that up to you. Then after this is done, go over here to your weapons, and then go to range. Now, if the reason I'm saying range like this is because range is important, yes, but I don't feel like it's the most important thing with fighters, because almost every nation that can be in fighter combat is very close to each other. Germany, for example, wants to take France, they're right on UK's doorstep. They could even attack the main island with fighters. I mean, there's really no point, in my opinion, to have extra range on fighters until very far in the end. Next is going to be dive bombers. There's our Stukish. So dive bombers, obviously, you want to max out the attack first because that's our main goal, dive bombing. Next, because this really takes a toll on your reliability, you want to get some reliability. Then weapons, which, no, I mixed that up. Then the engine, then the range. I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking. The 2 main things with dive bombers and tactical bombers is this: attack, reliability, and then after this, you can go ahead down to engine and range. I'm not thinking today, I'm sorry. Now, strat bombers, I feel like this should be obvious. Number 1 is bombing. Number 1's bombing, okay? After this, reliability, engine, and then the range. Now, if, say, for example, you are the United States and you can make so many of these that it doesn't matter how much bombing you have, that you're already, like, over the top. I just realized I had 100,000 artillery pieces. This is definitely a save I did something video-wise with. Pretty much, with the United States, you would be better off upgrading range on these first, just because if you're going to mass produce hundreds, if not thousands of them, like I did one day, I made like 6,000 in a multiplayer game when someone just threw the rule out the window. I had so many of them in the United Kingdom that he didn't have room for them all. So I had to upgrade the range so I could be up here and start strap bombing their infrastructure that they were taking from Poland and all this other kind of stuff. But normally you would want to go bombing, reliability, engine, and range. So guys, hopefully this video helped you out in understanding a little bit ways to upgrade the variations of your planes and tanks and all that kind of stuff. And another thing too, once you upgrade them, if you want, let me get back in here really quick. Where'd it go? I'll just go here. Once you make a variation of it, you can come up here and change the name of it. Ha ha, LOL, I'm Batman. And then save it, and that's the tank. Where did it just go? Oh, it's down here. No, it's not. Where did that thing go? Oh, there it is. Haha, LOL, I'm Batman. Okay, so a really cool tip here, since I try to incorporate in my videos with that, something to do to make people mad at multiplayer, is request a license production from someone. I did this to someone playing as Japan, who's a friend of mine a long time ago. I was the United States, and I had HOI4 class battleships in 38, and he had Super Yamamoto 1s. And, no, it was Super Yamamoto 2s, and I requested a license production from him, and he denied it and told me he's not going to give them to me. So I changed the name of my Battleship 4 to Super Yamamoto 2 or whatever it was, and I asked him, hey man, you just gave it to me, right? And he said, what? No, I didn't. And he looked at license production and saw it, and he started getting confused, and then I took a screenshot where I even had 4 lines of production going, and he almost left until I told him what was going on. It was hilarious. So guys, hopefully this video helped you out so much, and if it did, please don't forget to subscribe and become part of the channel. Also guys, thank you for watching. I will see you guys next time. Stay awesome.